In today's episode, we're going to talk about a film that I've been putting off for the longest time. It's Under Paris in 2024. A 1 hour and 44-minute action drama released June 5th, 2024. Storyline: to save Paris from a bloodbath, a grieving scientist is forced to face her tragic past when a giant shark appears in the scene. Directed by Xavier Gens, written by Yannick Dahan, Maud Hewang, and Xavier Gens. Here's the cast. Bernice Bejo as Sophia Salas, Nassim Yas as Adil, Leah Libyant as Mika, Sandra Parfait as Caro, Axel Uston as Nils, and Ariella Petit as Angelique, and Marvin Duart as Marcus, and the cast goes on. This film obviously is not an American film, and there's two versions that Netflix has. English version, there's also, I'm assuming it is French. Obviously, lucky for me, I was able to watch the English version. I don't like reading fucking subtitles. That is not for me. So, movie starts off with Sophia, her husband, and a fellow scientist were in the ocean. Well, she wasn't. She was on the ship to find this shark that they've been, keeping an eye on and so forth. And all hell breaks loose. Her husband, and her scientists were all eaten by this shark. So she goes in the water to find a shark herself and almost dies because the shark tried to pull her whole way down the ocean. Then it starts off present day, years later, in Paris, and there's these two girls that are just like what she does. They're really good at what they do, and they found the same shark, but that shark is actually in, I guess you could say, the river or whatever inside of Paris, which is kind of crazy, think about it. So now the story here is to get the shark, obviously, out of there, to get her into the ocean, and so forth. Well, it turns out that she can get pregnant without a male. Yeah, you heard me. It's a really cool story. I thought the movie was better than I was projected to be because you see so many shark movies. But this was pretty cool because it had a completely different storyline. And in the catacombs, that was one of the best scenes in this movie, is when you go underwater and you see a whole shitload of sharks. Amazing film. So, me being that said, movie was more impressive than what I thought it was going to be, and I'm glad I watched it. There's more to the story. You know how the sci-fi movies are, Piranha. Remember how Piranha was, where the people don't want to cancel the event, and there's people swimming. Well, there's a tournament, an Olympic swimming tournament, and the shark just tears right through it. The ending of this film throws me off. If this movie had an ending, it wouldn't have the same appeal to me. But the way the movie ended was fucking whacked. I've never seen a movie like that before, ever. So that being said, I will say no more. It's on Netflix. Definitely check it out. Under Paris. This is Gruesome Herzog. I give this movie an 8 out of 10. I was totally impressed with this movie. That being said, this is Gruesome Herzog. And I'm out of here.